What's up, kitties? Oh, wait, no, I can't point the camera at me and then. Kitties! Marble Cat, Big V, him and East. Wait for a second for everybody to pop in and then we'll get the feeding going, but I don't have a heck of a lot of time to stay here because I got to go for Shabbat dinner with my parents. But here, let me teach a lesson for the Zoomers and the millennials and the alphas here. So this is the light stalk of your car. Now, many modern cars have auto lights. Mine does not. So you have off. First position turns on your position indicators. Those are the yellow lights. Next position turns on your actual lights. See? Position indicators, lights. Now, when you pull the light stalk towards you, like that, see what happens? The lights go on. That blue thing goes on. And when you push them away from you in most cars, but when you pull it towards you all the way till it clicks, then you have the hazards on, the high beams on all time. For the love of all that is holy, turn the blue thing off unless you're in a dark spot. All right, public service announcement has been made. Can you tell that really bothers me when people drive when their friggin' brights on like super bright? All right, guys, how's it going? The gang is all here. Woo! Let's say hi to our star students. Big V. Hey, Big V. Now. Marble Cat. Senor Marble. Senor Cat. Senor Mr. Marble Cat. Big V. Dick Grayson. Wow, we got all the gray cats out today. All right, let's continue to say our hellos. Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson. Let me see. Who else is in the house? Winnie. Minnie's, I already said hi to you. Okay, well, Dick Grayson. Hey, Jamie, the cat. Who else? Meow. Hello, Michael. How you doing? How are you, friend? Also over there, see that the Toyota Tacoma over there? That's Hector feeding the other cats because he's a good dude. Let's see. Let's see who else. Moth. Hey, Tatiana. Hey. Oh, it's Chris the cat. Hey, Chris the cat. Marble Cat. Okay, guys. All right. As I mentioned previously, we don't have a heck of a lot of time today, so let's get the feeding on the way. Just got off work and I got to go visit my parents because it's the Jewish holidays right now, so they're in town for the weekends. They usually leave for the weekend and go elsewhere, but they're in town, which means I need to pop in and say hi for Shabbat dinner. Now, questions you might have, like, why is an atheist going to Shabbat dinner? Well, respectfulness and all that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If they think I'm going to standing on ceremonies, they've got another thing coming. I'm going straight in my work clothes, boys and girls and people of non-binary stuff. All right. 6 people watching. Michael and Elijah are dominating. 8 people watching. Come on, guys. Say hello in the chat. I promise I don't bite unless it's consensual. Yeah, free food. You know what, Elijah? You are correct. Free food is free food. However, I have a major bone to pick with my mom. Not that I don't, love the women who gave birth to me. Hold on one, guys. I'm going to have to speak to Hector for a second. Hi, Hector. Things are good, but been very busy at work. So yeah, because
they changed your schedule.
well, you know, my schedule for my job here is the same, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But my other job at Universal Studios, because it's Halloween Horror Nights, I'm working so much. Like I had a shift today from 11 to 7, and then tomorrow and Sunday I'm working 7 to 2:30 in the morning. Hey, but hey, the pay is good. The money is good. Yeah. But also, let me show you something, because it's been going pretty well. Hi, James. Let me show you an update about something. Yeah, several weeks back. Look,
They don't show me nothing.
it's been here for almost a month.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
And I just bring
Okay,
it. I just bring it up here, refill it, and then
Okay.
put it back down.
Got
They
it.
I put
Well,
I put another one over
You know,
there.
Rima, she went inside to talk to that guy,
And what do you say?
and that guy said, "Yeah, I'm the new owner here, and I throwing. If you coming every day, I throwing every day."
What?
And they say, and that guy say, if you don't feed in those cats for 2 months, they going to the
I got
nursery.
yeah, I got some
But
bad news for him.
but when Rima she's coming out, the one lady,
Uh-huh.
the American lady coming outside and talk to Rima and say, "Don't pay attention to that fucking guy. You still feeding them."
Keep doing what you're
The
doing.
lady
You know,
inside.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And yeah,
But that guy, he's throwing.
yeah, it's
I left everything.
no,
And
it's so frustrating. You know, and also speaking of which, are you by any chance short on containers for water? Because I have a lot of extras.
okay.
Yeah, let me give you some.
And at least they eating very well nighttime.
Exactly.
Nighttime.
Exactly. But my biggest concern is, you know, and it's getting cooler too. My biggest concern is when it was very, very hot and they'd take away all their water. I thought, what, like, if you're going to take away their food, fine, whatever. Like,
And now when it's that raining day, raining time, I don't know what they do. Somewhere,
you know, it's like you can't fix stupid sometimes. These people. Let's see. Well, bam.
Okay, man. Okay, thank you.
Let's see what else I got. Oh,
Yeah.
and ketchup container if you want. Thank you, Hector. All right. Sorry, peeps who were watching on the live, but like I say frequently, it takes a village to raise the kitties. So yes, Michael, like Elijah said, we are in Los Angeles, the Angels, and I am being largely unsuccessful at finding my friggin' tripod, so I can check it out. No catalytic converter, high beams on. What the heliante is going on? Okay, guys, where second feeding in a row where I can't find my friggin' tripod, bros. There we go. Touchdown tripod. Let's feed the kitty cats. All right, yes. Sorry. Hello, James, by the way. If I didn't say hi, sorry. But like I said, it takes a village to raise a kitty cat, and Hector is part of the village. He's a very important part of the village, I might add. Winston is also part of the village. So yeah, he's dropping off dry food for the cats. Yeah, he's dropping off dry food. We're going to make sure we all are collaborate on the waterfront, and then I'm going to be in charge of the wet food tonight. And that is a very small bolt, or nut, rather. So, look, the gang. Have a good weekend, Hector. Yeah, all right. Hector's rolling out. Hector is rolling out. And the kitties are now going to start nomming on the dry food that Hector left, which is great. Silvana and Dean P. Bangladesh in the house. 2, 3, 2, 4. Sorry, guys, I'm just... Are they all fixed? So, James, to answer your question, all of these cats that you see right now are fixed. There are some interlopers, some wandering kitties that are not, but they don't live here permanently. I do have to say, because I can't take more credit than I deserve, I only fixed one of the cats that live here. Where's Marble Cat? Marble Cat! I can't see Marble Cat, but he's the only one I fixed. Everyone else here was fixed when I found them. Actually, it was a very lovely lady named Leslie. She used to take care of these cats for a long time, and then she moved to, I believe, Chicago it was, which left me and other people in charge. But we love doing it, so we stay doing it. And in other news, dang it. Dang it, 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 dang it. Ah, yeah. Big V! So it's not ideal, but we got this jumbo container as our last one. That's fine. I really need to wash my primary containers. Animals are awesome! What's up? Also, Silvana, did I say hello to you yet? If not, hello! All right. Let's get these kitties feeding. Yeah, let's get these kitties feeding. Oh, wait, let me get my second microphone. This is the kitty mic, because I'm always trying to pick up some ASMR kitty nom 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 sounds. Does it work? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, some probably mostly no. But you can't knock me for not trying, right? Anyways, regular viewers, keep the noobs entertained in the chat while I'm doing the foods. You know I can't respond to them. Anyways. Oh, Dean, yeah, I could do the same, bro. Actually, sorry. Minis! All right, let's go. Dick Grayson. Hey, Dick Grayson. Okay, guys, over the weekend, I promise, fingers crossed, but I mostly promise, I mostly promise that we'll clean all the containers and or buy new ones. I had another one there anyways. All right, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And we don't need to use the big jumbo boy. Big V. Dick Grayson. We're making really good progress with Dick Grayson too. He's a very good boy, and he allows more and more pets with every passing day. He still runs away when I get him at the wrong angle, but like, I'm really loving the progress I'm making with Dick Grayson. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, peeps. This can go back in the container. We don't need that. Big V. Hey, Marble Cat, come here. The people want to see you. Marble Cat. Marble Cat. Marble Cat. Minis. Minis. Hey, no biting, minis. Hey, Ms. Liz, Tatiana. Run, Chris the cat, run. Hey, minis. How do you do, minis? And anybody, by the way, if you're curious, like how did blank cat get his name or her name or their name? Feel free and ask, and I will explain as soon as I'm done, like giving away the food. I can't see your comments right now, obviously. But minis. Big V. Liz. Hey, Liz. 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 Is the microphone picking up Big V eating at all? I hope he is, or I hope it is. There's Marble Cat. Yum, 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 Dick Grayson. Yum, yum, yum. Minis. Now we gotta have kitty sounds. Hey, Liz, are you gonna vomit up your food? Liz always eats too quickly and vomits her food up. I've noticed that's the Liz specialty. David's specialty is forgetting something really egregiously. Marble Cat. All right. Meow, meow. Lil V, go eat. Or go. Lil V does not like wet food terribly much. I've noticed that. She doesn't hate it, but she doesn't love it like some of the other kitties. All right. All right. Good idea on the dollar store. Animals are awesome. Thrift store could work too. That's another good. Yes. So, James, we are trying to find them forever homes. A big problem with adult street cats in Los Angeles. Also, wait, hold on. Let me say hi to anybody. Okay. Hi, Sticker Pod. How'd you go? How are we doing? Okay. So, okay. So, yeah, let's see. So, okay, we don't hear them eating. That's unfortunate, but, you know. you know, it is what it is what it is. Like I said, I did my best. Now, yeah, and we are trying to find them forever homes. I recently, not that long ago, actually adopted one of the cats from this colony, and he's now in my apartment, and he's now showing up on the live streams that we do when I'm at home, because that's my boy, Baby Blue. Baby Blue! He's such a good boy. Hi, Rona. Thank you so much. Yes, there are coyotes. As a matter of fact, I've actually seen a coyote once when I was going to visit the Fats colony, and I chased him away. The kitten is doing phenomenally, except little Duder wants to get out and explore the world, and I can't have him doing that because he's still got some fleas. Or, same situation as I told y'all on Wednesday. I still can't find a single flea or any like remnants of fleas, but like I did find a flea on Monday, I think it was, and I did find a tapeworm also on Monday. So while I have yet to find a live flea recently, there's got to be one somewhere. I just got to friggin' find it. So as soon as we finish feeding these cats, I need to split from my parents' house because no time for anything. And then, assuming the stores are still open, which they should be because most of them close around midnight here. That being like the Ralphs and the Krogers and the Food for Less and all that. Once I'm done with my parents, I'll go pick up a 3-pack of. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, it sucks when it gets loud in the room. Sorry, y'all. It's a cross traffic. It's a real pain. But yeah, okay. Give the bath. Not yet. Animals are awesome. I plan on doing that tomorrow. So my plan for tomorrow is and get really I should have done some of this yesterday, but your boy tired. So here's the situation, y'all. Or here's the plan for tomorrow. Oh, sorry, animals are awesome. Misspokified we did. But yeah. So the plan for tomorrow is so after I do all my various things for me and my parents tonight, tomorrow morning we're gonna go to or sorry, tomorrow. So yes, after the parents, I'm gonna buy the flea treatment. Tomorrow morning, first thing when I wake up, I'm gonna call my vet and ask because as I mentioned, I think in passing on Wednesday, this little kitten is extremely friendly, almost too friendly to be uh, a stray or a feral. I'm tempted. I like, and yes, I found trouble puffs, but I'm not sure whether they're actual trouble puffs or the stump where trouble puffs used to be. So, and if it's the latter where it's a stump where trouble puffs used to be, and there's no ear tip, then that would imply that the cat was fixed by like not a rescue society, by like just a normal like vet and wasn't ear tipped. Yeah, good condition too, as you point out. So a large part of me is thinking that this cat either escaped or got or something, was abandoned. Hopefully not. You never want to think about cats being abandoned, but like maybe dude escaped. You never know. But you know, and the thing is I don't live in this neighborhood or anywhere particularly close to it. And to be honest with y'all, once the sun goes down, I just don't feel like going block to block looking for missing cat notices. So I can be like, but yeah, I've been. So tomorrow we're gonna go check with the vet for a microchip. Um, if yes, microchip, we're going to return Kitty to its rightful owner because that's the. Hello, Sergeant Jelly. Or yeah, there we go. I'm doing. You know what? I'm doing okay. We're feeding kitty cats today. Yeah, Silvana, there's a definite chance for that, and in which case, how could you have the nerve to treat the cat and then just be like, fuck you, see you later, you're on the street. Like that's kind of messed up. We don't we don't like that. But if that is the case, then I would expect there to be no there. If that was the case, I would expect there to be no microchip because I've fixed a lot of street cats. Not one of them have I ever said, "Yeah, give me the microchip for that one too." Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit slacky on microchips. Three of my cats, Ben, Fred, and Emily, are microchipped, and I don't even know if Ben's microchip is still active because he was neutered. My parents did the neutering for Ben. Sorry, hold on one second. All right, have a good one, Sergeant Jelly. Sorry, LAPD was going by just there. All right, let me see where the video. Yeah, I mean the whole thing. Yeah, LAPD. Yeah, and it was even better, Silvana, actually, because you got it actually backwards. I found one live one and two dead ones, so it's even better. Um, and Elijah, while LAPD is certainly hilarious, we've got a shorter name for them in LA. They're just 12. Look at them, 12. So speaking of which, wherever you guys are in the world, do you say 12 to refer to the cops? Like, or is that more of an LA thing? Or more of a New York, or not New York, more of an of a of an America thing? Because like I know it's very prevalent in the southern United States to call the cops 12. No, just Popo. Popo's a good one too, and I mean, you can also, you can quote the Kendrick Lamar line, "And we hate Popo. Want to see us dead in the streets for show? I'm at the preacher's door." Da, 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 da. Yeah, but like, it's like like they actually like be like, and I'm not sure which came first, but like, and this is just a like, I don't, if anybody is watching and you're a cop, don't take this as an aspersion of you personally, although I think you should quit your job and come, work for the good guys. But that being said, during like the protests in the aftermath of like George Floyd's murder and whatnot, you saw a lot of graffiti that was written that said 1312 because um, be, because ACAB, the yeah. So like the whole ACAB, all cops are bastard. Um, they they figured out that A is the first letter of the alphabet, C is the third, and B is the second, and so they turned ACAB into 1312. Thank you, Dominic. You're anything you can do is amazing. Like if you can help one cat, that's awesome. If you can help 100 cats, that's awesome too. But okay, here. All right, I was about to get up and feed Tatiana as per your thing, but I think she's no tea. Exactly, Dominic. My thoughts exactly. But if it's okay, I'm going to step back. Yeah, I know. Tea pump fake me. Let's see if we can bring her a container. I also, if I back away, okay, I see her. If I back away from the camera, because the camera's a little close to the cats, she'll come. So let me move my lord ass. Here we go. Incoming tea. Oh, Dominic, I won't. Can't. Tea, come back. Fuck. All right. Like I said, I'm stepping away from the kitties for a second. All right. Enough being pump faked by Tatiana. I'm just bringing food to her. That's what I love to hear, Dominic. Thank you, dude. Thank you for fighting a good fight yourself. All right. Where's Mrs. T? There she is. Let me get one that's full. Hey, Liz. Ms. Liz. Hey, Jay. So, so animals are awesome. Actually, asked for some of the backstory on the cats. Jamie is named after one of my former sous chefs, who's also named Jamie. Funnily enough, both of them are very spunky people. So, well, Jamie the cat's not a person. Jamie's a cat. Jamie the cat is a cat. But both Jamie the human being and Jamie the cat are very spunky, and they've got, they don't take no shit from nobody. And yeah, so that's a fitting name. The same thing with Pauline, who's not here right now, but she's named after another former sous chef of mine. And same thing with Chris. He did prep for me for a while. Let's see. Big V, little V, very easy. It's big void, little void. I know. I'm so original, right? And so all the gray cats have the word gray in their name somewhere. So like Dick Grayson, Sasha Gray, Lady Jane Gray. We're waiting for Gandalf the Gray. See, Tatiana and Liz are named after people who are now former bud tenders at the weed shop I go to across the street. There used to be two other calicos who have unfortunately crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and their names were Monsi and Lita, and they were also named after all the calicos were named after bud tenders, and since then Monsi and Lita have either been taken off the streets or crossed the Rainbow Bridge in some way, shape, or form, which is unfortunate because they were both younger than Tatiana, like by a good bit. But you know, you help as many as you can, and you can't beat yourself up for the ones that you can't save, because if you beat yourself up, it'll get to you too much, and then you won't be helpful to the ones who are still there. But like, certainly it hurt to lose them, but like I said, you take your lumps and then you move on. All right, let's go pop in on Mrs. T. Let's see, who else? Denise the Menace was originally named Dennis the Menace because I thought Dennis the Menace was a total menace to society, but then Dennis the Menace turned out to not be Dennis because Dennis was a Denise, so there's how that happened. Who else? Fats is fat, easy. Marble Cat is a classic tabby, so he's got that kind of marble cake type coloration. Honestly, I think I'm kind of starting to come to the end of the cat naming party. I mean, we could discuss the names of my own personal cats, but that's not quite as interesting, I think. T. Mm. Mm. Run, Chris the cat, run, run, run. T? T, you're not eating? No? You can lead a Tatiana to the water, but you can't make her drink. Oh, shoot. Hector was here, and I didn't discuss with him trapping Tatiana. Oh, whatever. It's still Halloween horror, so I'm still super duper busy. All right. Little V. Hey, Little V. Bye, Little V. Hey, Gina. All right. Now, okay, beautiful. Tatiana's eating. I brought a second container to Tatiana, and she's eating that. So, with that being the case, let's collect this container, which I put for Tatiana, but she did not touch, because apparently back here is not for her. All right, peeps. All right, let me catch up with Chathew. Where does the colony live? Do they have a decent shelter? They live at a, this is a machine shop actually. So they've got plenty of hidey holes, but the big worry is that there's a lot of metal shavings on the ground that they can step in, and it's a non-zero opportunity, or it's occurred more than once where I've showed up at the colony and one of the cats is walking with a severe limp because they stepped in a metal shaving. And which always freaks me out, especially because it looks like they have a broken leg, and I'm like, oh boy, am I about to get a really expensive vet bill? And no, okay, but here's Tatiana being very prissy. Yeah, she's prissy. Here's Mr. Big V, the biggest V. Big V. Here you go, Big V. Finish. There's Hector's donations. We got the dry food. We got the H2O. Yeah. All right, let me close the trunk. Or actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, and I wholeheartedly agree with you. All right, look at Fan. She's so fancy. You already know her teeth are awful. She can't really chew, you know. T had teeth pulled. Oh my god, am I really riffing on frickin' Fancy by Iggy Azalea? All right, that's where we're at right now. All right. Food collected. Food is collected. Let me take the secondary microphone and since we don't need it, leave the second mic to charge. All right, we're very quickly just gonna pop in and see if Fats is at his colony, but if not, we're gonna call the stream and I'm gonna go home because it's 8 p.m. and I would like to get to my parents sooner rather than later, possibly. Who it is? Hey, Marble Cat. Also, in case anybody was curious, is the homeless Habitat for Humanity still in place? Yep. Yes, it is. Is there still a Camry parked in front of it? Yep. Yes, there is. Sorry, no. I stand corrected. The Camry is actually moved over there. It's now a Honda Accord by the look of it. Accord? Yeah, that's an Accord. All right. Here's your Camry. It's a situation. It certainly is that. All right. Droopy was here. Do we have a Fat sighting today? Who are you? Oh, it's Napoleon. Hey, Napoleon. You don't look so great, Napoleon, my dude. What happened to your fur, man? Hey, Polly. You're not looking so good, dude. So yeah, no Fats as of yet. We've got Napoleon right here, and we've got the nameless gray cat that's a big floof over there. And yeah, and as you guys can see, Hector was here already. We got wet food, dry food, H2O. Polly! Napoleon! Fats. Do we have a Fats sighting today? Yeah, Napoleon's not looking so hot. He's a little, I mean, he's always been a little sick, but yeah, not looking so hot. Okay, and big floof gray cat is running away. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there he goes. All right. Polly. Yeah, poor Napoleon. You know, the bigger poor situation is you guys haven't seen the cat in a while, but one of my longtime viewers who actually hasn't commented in a while, I hope she's doing well, but Kim Ellis. Yeah, Silvana, one of the two, mange or flea allergies, or por que no los dos. But yeah, one of my longtime viewers who hasn't commented in a while, so I hope she's all right, and I hope I didn't piss her off. It's always a concern with you. You know, maybe you said something that made your viewers angry at you or whatever. But yeah, but Kim Ellis named a cat here, an orange cat that I often refer to it. This is his colony, Albie's colony. And it's been a long time since I've seen Albie, and I worry that Albie might have shuffled off the mortal coil, which would kind of be poo-poo caca. I asked Hector about it several months ago, but I mean, he and I don't necessarily use the same naming conventions for the cats. Like some of them we do, like, you know, but Hector feeds so many more colonies that he often just refers to the cats as michis, which is like it's a Spanish slang for kitty cats, like michi, M-I-C-H-I, michi. So he would just, you know, he'll just call them michis, michis, michis. Okay, Napoleon is eating. Good kitty, Napoleon. All right, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a no fats day today, folks. Sorry if you were excited to see Fats. Fats does not want to see you, losers. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, but yeah, unfortunately, I have not seen Albie in several months, and I don't think Hector's seen him either. So unfortunately, I think all animals. You remember Albie, right? The orange cat. Yeah, I haven't seen Albie in many months at this point. So I think, I mean, you know, Hector's quite a bit older than me. So, you know, he, he's got a better employment than me. He makes a bit more money on an hourly basis than me, and you know, I mean, it's not like it doesn't cost him a lot, but look, I mean, from a base standpoint, nothing in this world is free. You know, you work to afford things. And so you start with your basic necessities. Okay, I've worked hard so I can put a roof over my head, I can put food in my stomach, and the roof over my head will have the electricity, the hot water, and the HVAC and all that paid for. But beyond that, everything else is discretionary spent money. Exactly. The cost is what someone's, but like, and here's the thing, we live in a capitalist, everything has a price to it. But by the same token, you can vote with your wallet and you can make choices with your wallet. And one of the choices I have made is that my vice, if you will, my thing is I want to help the cats as much as possible. So and I think, and Hector feels the same way, I would imagine. So does it cost a lot of money? Heck yeah, absolutely it costs a lot of money. It costs a ton of money sometimes. But first off, for my part, you guys are so helpful to me because you guys, really, between becoming members, donating to the PayPal, donating to the what's the other one I have? The Venmo, you know, anything, you know, and you know, by throwing in them super chats, super things, blah 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 blah. Oh yes, I get to curb stomp a cockroach. Woohoo! Die, bitch. Life is very important, except for cockroaches. They suck. And if y'all are curious, why is he transferring the food from one bowl to another bowl? Well, this bowl got somewhat crushed, so I'm more than happy for it to go in. Jesus. Somebody threw something in the garbage in the dumpster behind me and it scared the shit out of me for a second. This is the thing. I am more than happy to let these crushed containers go to the dumpster. These ones that are still in good condition, I need to wash them and reuse them. Big V! All right. Ow. It's a shame I was busy because I've been, also, it's a moot point because I don't have my broom head. But one thing I've been meaning to do, thank you, Dom. Oh, you're from Canada. My man. Me heart that and give it a thumbs up. Yeah, exactly, Dominic, what you said. Look, we all have our vices, you know, and I'm no exception. I have my vices. I very much enjoy smoking the marijuana, and y'all ain't gonna stop me. But you know, but I mean, first and first, you know, and look, some vice. Oh, Vancouver! Yay! I I that two animals are awesome. The two things I really need to get on is I need to make an Amazon wish list and I need to start a Patreon. Because I know True Builder has been asking me to start a Patreon, and I keep like putting that off because I'm stupid. But yeah, you know, but yeah, like you said, you know, but you know, you work hard, and once you've afforded your bare basic necessities, everything after that is either money to save or money to spend on on enrichment, either enriching yourself or enriching others. And for me, helping the cats is both, because I can enrich myself. I give myself lots of good feeling and dopamine and blah 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 blah, and at the same time I can help the cats and make sure that they're in good shape, relatively speaking. Uber. Yeah, but yeah, I do, as a matter of fact, need to set up the Amazon wish list. I'm just hella lazy. Sorry. All right. Now, also, once again, while I have 12 people watching, friends, hold on. Let me put my seatbelt on so that big red blinky light is not super bright. All right, friends, share this with your millennial or Zoomer or Alpha friends or people who are just really shit at driving. All right, this stalk here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel is your light stalk column. When you push it up to the right, it indicates right. When you push it down to the left, it indicates left. Centered, it does nothing. Then, some cars have automatic lights. Mine is an 03. Auto lights are not a thing. But when the lights are off, the lights are off. When they're in this position, the gauges are on, and the position indicator lights, that's the yellow lights, are on. When they're in the on position, the headlights are on. You see how they went on? Boom. Now, this is all stuff that y'all should know. What you also need to know is that when you pull the stalk towards you or push it away from you, depending on the light, a blue light will come on and your lights get way brighter. For the love of all that is holy, when you are in a city, the blue thing should be off. Turn the blue thing off. It's an epidemic right now that people love to drive with their brights on, and I for one partially blame. You had an O. Blame Tesla and General Motors for just putting the brightest freaking lights in the world as their headlights, and then nobody else can see, so they're just like, oh, I'm going to turn my brights on, and then me. This is primarily also like a me issue because I'm approaching the point in my life where I'm really going to need to start thinking about getting glasses, which means is that sometimes when the lights are really bright, my eyes are like, ah! So it's frustrating. Sorry the view is bad, but I am driving at night. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, peeps, because it is 20 after 8. I'm on my way to my parents' house. Remember, the fuck was that? Oh, I know what it was. Something fell over. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, everyone, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Help cats if you can. Help yourself. Treat it like an oxygen mask. Put your mask on first, and then help others. Once you've fed yourself, then feed everybody else. But feed as many people as you can. And last but certainly not least, stop freaking driving in cities with your brights on, bros. Life lesson. All right. Here, I'll hit you with the American salute, the British salute, and the Polish salute. Kurwa. All right. We're not going to do any other salutes because then we get into the German spicy pinwheel salute, and as a Jew, I can't co-sign that particular salute. Anywho, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for being amazing, and I'll see you on the next one. This is David saying bye.